it.
Mm. Oh, morning.
Morning.
Oh. Ugh. Sorry, I'm still sleeping. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. You sleep all right?
Yeah.
I'm glad. Now let's get you some breakfast, because I bet you haven't eaten in a while. Come on.
I'm coming.
Good. Let me see. Ah. There you go.
Happy?
Very. I'll be happier if you keep remembering to eat. You gotta take care of yourself, Soren. Hey. I know you're going through a lot with all of this, but I just don't want you losing yourself in the process. You gotta look after yourself. Even if it's hard.
I know. I'm just overwhelmed, I guess.
That's very fair. I honestly can't blame you. I don't even know how I'd cope if I was in your position. But you're not alone, okay? I'm here whenever you need me.
Thank you. I'm sorry about last night.
What about it?
It wasn't right of me to ask that of you.
Like I said, I don't mind. I just want you to be comfortable, and if it helps you sleep, then honestly, it was no problem. Honestly, I haven't slept that good in a while either. But you know, it's fine. You don't have anything to apologize for. Yeah.
But still, it's improper. You know, mom never always said that. I, sorry.
You're fine. I mean, it definitely isn't like the typical thing people do, but I don't see much of a problem with it if it helps you. So, you know, I'm fine. Don't worry about it too much. I mean, yeah. If you, yeah, if you didn't like it or anything, or didn't want me to fall asleep there too, because I didn't mean to, really, then that's fine too, you know. I just
No, hmm. It's not that I didn't like it, Jasper. I just, uh, hmm. I don't know how to put words to that. I just, no, it's fine. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's fine. You're not the problem. I'm the problem.
you're not the problem either. It's just
What are you laughing for?
this is all just rather silly.
Hmm.
As far as I'm concerned, it was nice. I just hope I didn't snore or anything.
You're fine. I probably swore worse.
I don't recall much, but it couldn't have been that bad if I slept so well. So, um, um, do you want like a coffee or anything?
Uh, so you guys come here often?
Sorry, my dad came into my room.
Hey.
He's telling me about the baby. She's not coming tomorrow because she's got something bad.
No babysitting then.
Babysitting, but baby sick. Anyway.
Mm.
Run that back. You want a coffee or anything?
Sure.
Okay. Let me see. Do you have a preference for the kind, or?
Not really.
Okay. Here you go. Help wake us up a bit, I guess.
Thanks.
No problem. Yeah. Um, I I don't want to push or anything, but do you want to talk about anything? You don't have to, obviously, but I meant what I said when I promised to listen.
Let's take a seat.
Okay.
I'm... Hmm. You know the kind of person that I am.
Yeah.
I I've spent my life running away from a lot of problems. And how do I put this to words? I'm when I first came here, I was under the assumption that everyone here was bad. As bad, if not worse than me. And I judged myself pretty harshly.
Yeah, I can tell.
And so I wasn't really open to the idea of getting to close to anyone here, getting to know them, or even really caring about them.
Yeah.
And then I met you. And it felt like everything got turned upside down with that.
I... I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. You're incredibly kind, kinder than I think I deserve. And I appreciate you more than I can express in words. I. I let myself die to spades because I thought I deserved it. And I was perfectly fine with not coming back to life under the chance that the system didn't work because I didn't care about anyone here. I didn't care about myself or my future or anything like that. And then I met you, and suddenly it felt like I had made the worst decision in the world. Because what if I didn't come back? I just repeated the same mistake again, that I let someone in and then let them down with my foolish decisions. But I came back, and I know it took me a long time to come see you again because I was afraid, but I'm really grateful that I did.
I'm glad you did too. I missed you.
I missed you too. I just. I've made another stupid mistake, and I don't know what that's going to do.
Yeah, I. There's no telling, really, anything that's going to happen here. There's so much that has happened already, so much that could happen, and I'm terrified of what's going to happen next, of who's going to get hurt next, and I don't want you to get hurt anymore. And I know I can't realistically stop that. I've never been really good at doing much, let alone stopping anything. But I don't know. I care about you a lot. And that's why, at the very least, I just want to be here when you need me. Even if you don't always come to me right away. I don't blame you for that.
I appreciate it. I care about you too. I care a lot. I just. At the very least, I can say that whatever's happening right now is not as bad when I'm around you.
I'm glad. And it is, like I said, I'll be here whenever. You're always welcome here. And Odessa said she was going to build me a place to stay at hers. So if you ever want to be there to take care of Odessa, I can come too. Or if I'm not here, I'll probably be there. And I don't want to impose or push you too far or mess anything up, because I'm always worried about that. But
if anyone's gonna mess anything up, it's going to be me. I I have a track record.
I know.
I'm not as reliable as I used to be, I think. Ever since I've came back, as much as I've tried to ignore it, my head hasn't... I can't trust myself. I don't know what's real, what isn't. And everything's just jumbled up there. I really need to start writing things down again just to remind myself this is what reality is. This is what happened. And it's not so bad. The memories that I get from spades aren't too overwhelming. I just get distant and spacey in town sometimes. I still have myself. I still know what happened to me, who that is. I've just... The Eldritch magic... I don't know. It's making things a little cloudier to process, to understand, to reason with.
Yeah, I mean, Briar did say it has that effect. Physical, mental scarring. It's a dangerous magic to mess with, and honestly, it's impressive. You've not really had many side effects, or at least severe, until recently, which probably comes down to just emotions and magic kind of are entwined in a way. It's not exactly a one-to-one thing, but at least during my schooling, they praised people with more emotional control because it... Not that it made it easier to perform magic. If anything, a lack of emotions can make spells less potent, but it's a lot easier to control what is happening when things aren't so intense. So I can only imagine how all of this has been affecting you, combined with the eldritch magic you've been dealing with already. It's honestly one of the reasons why, despite Briar's offer, I've not tried any of it yet. I mean, theoretically, I know how to. I've seen the spells performed, but I guess in a way, even though it's not the same or as severe, I get at least a part of what you're dealing with it. My hallucinations, I've dealt with them for a while, and they're not always there. They come from lack of sleep, grief, anger, sadness, and nightmares don't always need a reason to occur, especially if your mind is known to just create fantasies on end. So I get not being able to trust what you hear or what you see. It's sort of one of the reasons I started writing in the first place. I have journals I used to keep track of pretty much everything that's happened since I got here because I can't trust myself to remember it all. Or to not confuse something. Especially with the colourful characters around here, it's so easy for information to get muddled or one person's version of the story to become fact when it might not be the whole truth. It's something I dealt with a lot when working at the Times. It was, I mean, not the whole thing of the article I wrote, but parts of it. I mean, they all came from a factual place, but it's easy to manipulate things like that, whether it's written or by word of mouth. I'm sure you do. And there's a certain benefit to that, to being good at that. It can keep you out of troublesome situations or sometimes protect people, even if it means lying to them. But I guess there's just always a time and place. As much as some people want to believe the world is black and white, it's dozens of shades of grey. And I guess it's why I don't really think of people as good or bad. I've never seen you as a monster. Because everything is so complex. And that's why the reasonings Rose gave me annoyed me so much. Even though the first lot were a lie, believing someone could genuinely take delight in people's suffering is probably the closest I'd ever get to seeing someone as truly evil. At least if it came without due reason. It's why I understand Briar's perspective a bit. I don't necessarily agree with the extremes that she's going with, or the shock collar, or torturing Black Maya, but I know she's doing it because in her eyes, we've all hurt her, even if we didn't mean to, even if it wasn't directly. I just... yeah. It's just a lot. Everything is so complicated, and it's hard to draw the line.
Yeah. I had hope That's not right either. I... Mm. No, maybe it is right. I've just... It's been complicated since I came back. Because I died with regret over the fact that I potentially destroyed something good for myself the minute that it started.
Mm.
And I came back, and for a brief moment I was happy because I could try to pick up where I left off. And then Spades told me that they have part of my soul. And I guess since then I've been thinking there's... Well, I was thinking there was no point. I was gonna die before I ever got the chance to get out of here. Because I don't hate this place. I really enjoy some of the people here. And I'm fine with staying here. I just wanted to live. And so I put on that facade, hoping to play a role so that I could maybe earn the chance to live. And it was the kind of role that you play when you don't want to get close to people. It was supposed to be an act of, I'm this nice, helpful detective here to help anyone with whatever they need, but I wasn't supposed to actually care. And then I did. And that role became more genuine. I started caring for people. I started having hope. Oh, even if I do die, at least I can go out with some happy memories with some of the people here. That maybe I can have friends. That people can care about me, because all my life that's all I've ever wanted, but I felt I could never let that happen. And then reality kind of put me back in my place, I suppose. Life is unfair.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very unfair. Unfortunately, life can't be like a fairy tale. But I think no matter what role you play, the only person you need to prove things to is yourself, and that's sort of the hardest thing to do. Because I know you don't think the best of yourself. And, well, I get why. I do think you should cut yourself some slack sometimes. But that's not something anyone else can decide for you.
I was starting to. I was. Really enjoyed hanging out with you, getting to know Odessa, checking in on Silas, despite the fact that even then I was still making friends with everyone, and it was nice. And then I was reminded that we aren't all good people.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to do at this point. I still care. I care about you, Odessa, Silas. I don't know about the rest of the people here.
Honestly, I understand that. It's something I've been thinking about a lot since we first met, really. When we sat on that bench by the notice board, it really got me thinking. And I kind of held on to that. And when you were gone, I don't even know. I was so sad. And one thing I kept going back to was why no one did anything. Even though I know I wasn't very vocal about my opposition of it, because I understood why you were curious. I get it, truly, even though knowing what happened to Siren just made it far too risky in my mind. But I was so upset. There were so many people there, so many strong people, and none of them did anything. And on one hand, they let you choose for yourself, which I think is something everyone should be allowed to do. But on the other, it really made me wonder who here is really trustworthy. It's why I talked to Venus in the first place, because I didn't know who else to turn to. I was scared if I asked Briar that she'd confirm you'd never come back, and I couldn't handle that. And anyone else, I just didn't know well enough, or didn't think I could trust. So I turned to the one person I knew who wasn't a part of this game, who didn't have any allegiances or reasons to distrust Briar, really. And Venus tried to give me hope. And then Rose showed up. And I have to say, after hearing what we heard with Silas, I don't like her, but I'm not angry anymore. If anything, I'll just be happy if she leaves the two of us alone. But it proved to me that anyone here, no matter how innocent they seem, or the part they themselves try to play, they're all capable of doing something like that, or doing worse, even. And I know, compared to a lot of people here, I feel quite mundane. Not in a bad way, but between the thieves and the murderers and the liars and the cheats, I'm I've walked a very straight line. I have done no crimes, never been to prison, never hurt anyone. And that doesn't change anything, because I know, despite all of that, I'm not really a saint either. I'm scared, and fear can make people willing to do things they usually wouldn't. And even though I try to be truthful, I know I'm not a beacon of honesty or the things I write. Sometimes they're made to paint a picture. I'm not gonna lie and say what I wrote about Rose wasn't done to make people see her badly. It was true and it was factual, but I wanted people to know, because I thought it would get her consequences. If anything, it seems more to have woken her up to the possibility of receiving consequences, which I guess is a better outcome. Because, like I said, I don't really care about her getting hurt or anything. But I guess my point is, everyone, even me, can do horrible things if given the chance, and I was so scared of everyone, of them being like Rose, of getting hurt again. I know Odessa and Silas, they helped, and you coming back helped. But that thought has never gone away. I guess what I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with picking and choosing who you care about, who you're willing to put your trust in, who you're willing to protect. Because you never know who's willing to do that for you too, or who's just going to use you as a means to an end, or pull the wool from your eyes in the future. But I know that even if you might think it's stupid, I trust you. And I'm more than happy putting my stake in you, because I care about you. And you're one of the few people I've been able to rely on since getting here.
I trust you too. I just... I want to be reliable. I want to be there for you. I would give the world for you. Everything in my head is making me doubt myself. Not anything that you did. I'm afraid of the things that I might do, because I don't know how much control of myself that I have left.
Well, I don't need you to be perfect or even stable 24/7, Soren. You have every reason and every right to worry, and in a way it shows that you care, that you do, because there's a lot of people who just wouldn't. But I'm looking for the words. I don't think anything is impossible, and I want to believe that we can help you and that this will get better. And even if it doesn't, I'll still be here. No matter what happens or what you do. Because you deserve that, in my eyes. Someone who's not going to run away. I know I come across as rather fragile and naive sometimes, but I can take a lot more than it seems. And I'm willing to, if it means I get to stand by you. Okay?
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
You help a lot just by being here.
And I'm more than happy to be here. Anything you need, whenever you ask, whatever I'm able. I just want to help however I can.
I just don't want to be too much.
You're not too much. Not to me. If anything, I feel like I should be saying that to you. I know I can be. I don't know. I'm not used to having people, let alone people who care, and I worry I'll come on too strong or be too much myself. I am a lot more used to keeping people at arm's reach. I said before I didn't really have friends before coming here, and it's one of the main reasons why I'm not too eager to leave either. If we stay here forever, or if we get to leave, so long as I have people, have you, I don't really mind. I just
Nope, you
I
finish.
just.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I just want everyone to be as happy as they can be. Even if that's hard a lot of the time.
I'm trying to be happy. I just keep learning things that make me unhappy, that make me feel like a failure, a terrible person. And I don't want to live that way. I don't want to think those things about myself. But it just seems like anytime I try to make that change, life gives me another reason to not.
Healing isn't a linear thing, Soren. There's going to be ups and downs, and sometimes the downs are going to make you feel like you're back at square one, but if it got better once, it can always get better again. And there's no telling what will happen. Like I said, I'm scared for what's next on the horizon because there is so much, so many unknown variables, so many people who we can't keep track of, who are doing things or having things happen to them, constructs running around, Fae looming in the background. But no matter what, I like to think there's always a way to come back from it, to find the silver lining, or at least move forward from the pain. It's like Odessa said, without hope, we really have nothing. Even in the dreariest of times, even the tiniest spark can become a brilliant flame if given enough energy. And so long as you can hold on to at least a tiny bit of hope, a tiny little light in whatever darkness you're dealing with, I believe you'll find a way out of it. Even if it doesn't seem like it, there's got to be a way. Otherwise the world really isn't fair. And I like to think there has to be at least a little bit of hope that it isn't.
I mean, if life gave me the circumstances to meet people like you and Odessa and Silas, then not totally unfair.
Yeah. I'm glad it led me to meeting you, too. As hard as you are on yourself, as much bad things that you've done or blame yourself for, I do still think that you're a good person beneath it all. You're a good person to me. And I appreciate you a lot.
I really want to try to be a good person for you.
All you can do is try. And I don't want perfection. I don't need you to be a saint. I don't need you to be anything other than what you are. And all I want is for you to be okay. And for us to be okay. As okay as we can be. I grew up around a lot of bad people. The kind of people who would hurt others just to get themselves something, or a leg up, or for as much as just a bad look. And you're not like that. You have your reasons for the things that you do. Even if you worry. Worrying and caring just proves that you are good to me. Because if you were so horrible, then you just wouldn't. I've been around so many people who don't give a shit about anyone but themselves. And you're not like that. Even if you try to pretend you are, you're not like that. Otherwise, you never would have started caring. I'm sorry. This has got all rather deep, hasn't it?
Yeah, that's fine. I like little discussions like that. I'm not good with compliments.
Well, maybe we should change that. Is this why you look away every time I call your eyes pretty?
No?
You know, even with the purple, they are still pretty. Just different. Worrying, but still pretty.
At the very least. At the very least. Yeah, my brain can function. At the very least, the eldritch magic isn't so bad when I'm around you. So the voices aren't as loud.
I wonder why that is, honestly. I don't really know enough about. Huh?
Grounding.
Well, I'm glad I can give you that space. A bit of a break from it all. Like I said, I just want to help, so I'm glad it's working in some way. Maybe we can find other ways that help too. I don't know if Briar would know any. I feel like she's a bit of a unique case when it comes to eldritch magic, I feel. I don't know exactly what she is, but I think not human might be an understatement.
Yeah. At the very least. Why do I keep saying that? Odessa was making me medicine to help, since they have experience with that.
Yeah, I'm sure they do, all things considered. I hope it helps. I don't know if they would have got it ready by now, but it could be a good idea to visit soon. I know you just came from there and all, but in all honesty, I'm worried about Odessa.
I am too. I just feel like I might make it worse by being there at the moment.
I don't know if you'd make it worse. It's hard to really say, because I don't know the ins and outs of Eldritch magic like I do with other kinds. But at least from my assumptions, from what I've observed, and from how much time Odessa has spent around Blackmire, I think it very much focuses on, I guess for lack of a better word, the host. Whoever's dabbling in it. It begs the question of what happened to Odessa in the first place. How that spell got messed up like it did. But I don't think you being around would do any more harm than Blackmire being around. And he doesn't seem to live anywhere else, really.
I mean, he does, technically.
Except the tavern.
Other than that, he does have a house. He just spends a lot of time at Odessa's.
Isn't his house, like, a mess?
Yes. I just said some unkind things to Odessa before I came over here.
Oh.
I apologized. It's like I said, my head's not right.
I'm sure she won't blame you for it.
Likely not.
All you can do is apologize and try to make up for it. I mean, if people are willing to forgive Rose, then I think you have quite a shot.
Did anyone actually forgive Rose, or?
I don't know. I just remember you mentioning the apologies she's doing or something.
Yeah. She is supposed to be doing that.
Yeah. I haven't seen her to know anything about that, but
yeah, I don't think she started on it yet.
I mean, at the very least, Kelpie definitely would forgive her. I mean, it's Kelpie. I think Kelpie would forgive almost anyone.
Yeah. I love Kelpie.
Kelpie's very sweet. This is another reason why I want to check in Odessa. She... so much on her plate, on top of being sick. The goggles for Kelpie, looking after Silas, going out of their way to make rooms for me in her home. I get the feeling they're just trying to keep busy as a distraction, but it can't be good. And have you noticed how slow their movements are?
A bit. I've kind of been out of my mind the past 2 days, but yeah. took them forever to walk from the house to the farm,
And considering they're going back and forth between there and their shop and the clinic, I mean, I suppose the warp stones make it easier, but I've not seen them use them, so I don't know. I don't know. I just don't. I don't want something like what happened with Silas to happen again. If we had known, or anyone had an inkling of what was going on with him sooner, maybe we could have helped him before Blackmire did that. And I get Silas's. I get why he pushed for that. Because I feel like he'd exhausted every other option he had. Knowing he'd come back probably made it easier. But it still shouldn't have happened.
No, it shouldn't have.
It just all worries me. A person's willingness to do something like that.
My bad. I guess I am a bit concerning.
That's not what I was talking about.
Even then, I did it first. I got myself killed because I thought I deserved it.
I know. I know, and you never deserved it. Even knowing what Spades is. By that logic, all of us should pay with our lives, and I don't know if Briar even agrees with that. Again, I feel like if that's what she wanted ultimately, then we all would just be dead already. Though I wouldn't put it past her to enjoy watching what unfolds. I mean, regardless, I meant more Blackmire doing what he did. I don't know the full circumstances, only what was in my note and what you've said, and Odessa. But Silas wasn't in his right mind. And considering everything Blackmire's been through, I doubt he was either. But Odessa never said that Kevin had a hand in it. And that means a lot, in all honesty. That the one thing I would honestly expect to do something like that wasn't what did. And I want to see it as a mercy, because I know it's what Silas wanted ultimately. But I don't know. I don't know Blackmire. I guess he just worries me on principle of being possessed by something eldritch.
I think the part that concerns me is the fact that this life system that's in place might be making some of us take for granted lives that we have. And I know I can't speak given what I've done, but taking a life, even if they're going to come back, is not something that I can agree with. Even if they asked for it.
Yeah. It definitely isn't, and that's why I say I only get it because Silas felt like he was out of options. He must have been so tired. And the way we saw him when he was just collapsed in his home, and the ramblings before he spoke with Rose. I know there's nothing that we could have done, but I wish there was something. I wish I looked into it more and didn't just brush it off, because I don't know Silas all that well. And I was honestly a little bit scared of him. But I just don't want it to happen again. We don't even know what happened to Cricket. Val was a tragic accident, and I can't even imagine how devastated Odessa must have been having caused it.
I would say then that all we really can do is just keep trying to be there for each other. It seems like we're just being driven to the brink of insanity before we find some option to try and die or fix it somehow. That requires a sacrifice many of us aren't normally willing to take.
Yeah. And it's harder when it's impossible to keep track of every single person here. Even the people who live closest to town don't like to show their faces. And there's no way of really knowing what's happened to anyone until people talk about it. I guess, as morbid as it is, the one good thing about your death was that it was expected. No one was left to wonder what had happened to you or where you'd gone. Everyone knew. And even though I'd never wished for a situation like that again, I much prefer knowing what happened to living in a world where I think people are fine. Because they're obviously not. And I don't know who's gonna be next, Soren. It's not really a matter of if anymore, it's a matter of when. I worry about Odessa and her sickness, and if death will even solve that. Because I don't want it to come to that, and I don't know if it will. I worry about every person who we've barely seen or only heard of because they've been so wrapped up in their own worlds. They don't talk to anyone. I'm worried about Elwyn because he just openly opposed Briar like that, and everyone else who actively says anything against her, because I don't think they stand a hope of doing anything. And I'm worried because 2 out of the 4 people who got those flowers have died. And I don't know when it's coming for me. I don't know who left that outside of my door, or where it came from, or why it grew. But it was there. I got rid of it, but it was there. And with what's happening to Odessa, heaven forbid, something happens. It gets worse. But I can see it happening. I don't want it to, but I can see it. But I don't know what's coming for me at all. I just know there is something. And there's nothing I can do about it. And I don't know if the system is going to work every time. Because it already hasn't once. And even if that situation is rare, we know it's a possibility now. We know there are ways that people can just be gone in an instant. And I'm scared it will happen to someone else again. I'm scared we might not ever know if it does.
I don't know what could happen to you in regards to the flower, but as long as my sanity is still with me, I promise I won't let that happen.
Thank you. You know, if we're all destined to go insane in this place, at least I'm in good company.
And if you do die, I'm dragging you back from limbo. I'll find a way. Maybe I will learn necromancy.
I don't think that the results. Necromancy is a lot more of puppeteering the dead rather than bringing people back. I mean, I think maybe at advanced levels you can get some semblance of the person they used to be, but it's not bringing back a soul. It's a mimicry. A puppet with memories or something.
Could you repeat the first part? You got really robotic, and I don't know if that's me. Like, it was bad, and I was like, what the heck?
I think the server is dying. I'm at full bars. We're good. It just does that sometimes.
It was very bad. I haven't seen that happen in nothing ever. What the fuck? Recording is cursed?
Cursed for real, for real. I've seen it happen like a few times, but usually not to me.
I think it might be on my end because I've had like a few moments where like the screen will get weird and I'm just in here like, what the fuck? The one time I decide to record, I get all these issues? What?
It might be a UN thing.
Aww.
But no, what I was saying, I don't know if necromancy would get you the results you're looking for. It's a less bringing people back from the dead and more puppeteering around their corpses. I mean, I think at advanced levels, you can bring back some semblance of the person, but it's more mockery with memories than the actual soul. That's sort of one of the things I was questioning Venus about. I think she knows a little bit of necromancy, but I was more interested on if she had any books about communing with the dead, since there are certain ways to do that, but it's not exactly a easy thing to, I suppose, make a call to the spirit realm or whatever people want to call it.
That sounds like a challenge. I'm gonna break into limbo. I'm gonna drag anyone who doesn't come back in time back into their body, whether they like it or not. You especially.
I think I heard Black Maya say something of doing that when you died.
I might have to ask him how he could do that. If it's Eldritch magic, you can bet I can do it.
I bet you could, but do be careful. I think that dragging people out of limbo is probably rather dangerous. I wouldn't want you to get lost yourself.
If it gets you back, then that's fine.
Well, if I get a say in it, I'll do my best to come back, so you don't have to.
You better.
I promise. It's it's funny how almost casual the mention of death has become. Before I came here, I really only knew my grandmother who had passed, but it's scary to think that at some point everyone in town might have experienced death at least once. I really hope that isn't the case.
Well, only time will tell. Death is something that follows me around, so I'm used to its company. I just don't want that fate to befall you.
Even if it does, it doesn't mean it's your fault. Regardless of your presence here, bad things will still happen to people. Val, Cricket, Silas, you had no part in any of that. And you being around me, I can't guarantee nothing bad will happen because of it. But I don't believe you'd hurt me, not intentionally. And I think that matters. Not wanting to hurt people matters. And wanting to make it up to them when you do matters even more. There's only so much you can do, so much you can say. And it's not all on you, because we're all people and we all get to make our own decisions. Whether people let you in or you let them get close to you or anything. It's all a big give and take. A two-way street, and there's only so much one person can do on their own. Whether it be to mend something or to destroy it. But I won't blame you if bad things happen to me. Even if you think I should. Because it's a lot more complicated than you being a bad luck charm, or whatever you see yourself as. You're not an omen of despair, you're just a man, and you're trying your best. And that's what you can do.
I appreciate it. You need tea or something?
I'm alright. I was a bit under the weather after we saw Venus, so I definitely didn't push myself too far with blood magic or anything. I'm fine, I promise.
If you need blood, you can take some of mine.
I know, I meant to ask, but you'd gone to Odessa's and I was setting something up and I wanted to prove I could do it on my own. I do need to show you it at some point, but I'm still just trying to make sure it's good enough, I guess.
What are you doing?
Nothing, just I guess Evander's inspired me with this house and tower and everything. I wanted to make something my own, I guess. I've never really done that before. But I'll show you soon.
I'm sure whatever it is, it's lovely.
I hope.
You have something on your mind?
No. Well, yes. Everything. It just swells around endlessly. But I feel like we've talked enough of depressing topics.
Sorry, I'm a depressing man.
We're both to blame, I feel. I mean, you've read some of my poetry.
I like your poetry.
It's a bit on the I don't know, morbid sides sometimes.
That's okay. I mean, you've read mine.
And it was wonderful.
Morbid.
But wonderful. I guess we can both be a bit pessimistic or focus on all the bad things happening, but it won't always be like this, I don't think.
I hope not. I mean,
Mm.
you're one good thing for me at least.
You're one good thing for me too. And maybe when Silas is all better, we can do that silly pillow fort.
I'm gonna go to his hospital room and build a pillow fort around him.
You know, I wonder if Odessa and the doctor would let us.
We don't have to ask the doctor. No, Odessa would. Dr. Schmucker.
I mean, it is the doctor's clinic, though. I have to say, I mean, I told you my suspicions. I'm worried.
Yeah.
Something is going on with that place, at minimum. Or Era has seen something and might be trying to forget herself.
Sounds like a new case for me to work on.
Please, don't go rushing into things on your own. Soren,
I wasn't planning on it.
It's in your nature. I don't trust it.
I know. I promised I wouldn't get myself killed again. So, whatever may happen, at the very least, I'll make sure to come out of it alive.
Thank you. And I guess if you are gonna do something stupid, try let somebody know first, at least where you're going. I don't want another Odessa situation.
I'll leave a note. Maybe. If I do something. I promised Odessa I would at least leave notes for them to know where I am and what I'm up to. So.
Good. I am gonna find you an owl, so that is easier, and you don't have any excuses.
Speaking of an owl, have you checked your mail recently?
No. The last thing I got, well, aside from what Silas sent, was from Odessa. Why?
I was testing something and I wanted to see where it ended up.
Okay. Oh.
Yep.
It's a letter.
So it worked, right? Hi. Nothing close.
You're gonna make me cry.
I was just testing.
That's so cute. That's so cute.
I've never sent letter
When did
with
you
an
send
owl.
that?
Before I came over here.
Oh, I missed you too. I missed you a lot.
Anyway.
I'm keeping this. It's mine forever. Yeah, I guess. What are your plans for today then?
I guess since I'm in town, I have to go pick up something from the agency.
Do you want me to come with, or do you need some time to clear your head?
It's a private matter.
That's okay. I'll be here if you need me. Anytime.
Thank you.
Of course, and try not to be away too long.
I promise I won't.
Thank you. If I go to Odessa's and you're not there, then I'm gonna make her go after you.
Don't do that. They're already sick.
Well, then Odessa will make Blackmire go after you, and I don't think either of us want that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Point is, I'm not beyond starting a search party.
I probably wouldn't make it too far.
You never know, you're quite resourceful.
If you think so.
I mean, you mastered magic in what, a week?
2, maybe 3, probably 2 weeks, yeah.
That's still impressive considering it usually takes people a lifetime. Don't cut yourself so short. You're very talented in more than just magic.
Oh, I'm glad someone at least thinks so.
Can't think of anyone who wouldn't, honestly, and if they don't realize how spectacular you are, then they obviously don't know you. Either that or they're just stupid.
I mean, usually most people are, but it's semantics. I'm not that good. I don't know.
You're very good. If people can't recognize that, then that's their problem.
Maybe I am the problem.
If you're a problem, then I don't want to solve it. See, I know jokes.
You do. I know you do.
Yeah, I won't keep you if you have things to go look into, but just be careful.
I will. I promise.
Thank you. And maybe cut back on the eldritch magic you use, all things considered. I don't know how much it will help, but it could do something.
Yeah, I don't want to blow up like Rose.
I'm sure that was kind of funny, though.
It was very funny. You had to have been there. Ugh. I threw tomatoes at her too. That was great.
You should have seen her when when she came in here. I was so I may or may not have teleported behind her and then hit her with blood needles. It was kind of funny.
It's kind of badass.
In all honesty, I didn't mean to teleport behind her. It just kind of happened.
That's even funnier.
It made it better.
Mm-hmm. She didn't even see it coming.
No, not at all. One second I was in front of her, the next she's just being stabbed. I felt kind of bad.
Nah, she probably deserved it.
I mean, she was taunting me over your death, so yeah.
Oh, definitely deserved it, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, do be safe.
I will.
Thank you, Jasper.
Of course, my dear hummingbird. Now you know how it feels, huh?
What's that supposed to mean? It's cute. I'm just not used to nicknames.
Oh, poor hummingbird's getting all jittery.
You just like to tease me.
I do. Teasing you is fun because look at how you react.
Teasing you is funny, like when you
Then tease me more.
I'm not good at it.
Aww. You poor thing.
Sorry, I got distracted by your fangs again? They're really cute. They're so sharp and pointy. No, maybe I am good at it.
I don't think you'll be laughing when I bite you with them.
Oh, they probably wouldn't hurt that much.
I can make him hurt.
Anyway, I have a very high pain tolerance, so it'd probably be fine.
Anyway.
Anyway,
yes, I'm leaving.
yeah, okay. I'll see you later.
See ya. I'll be back after I organize some stuff at the agency.
Okay. Bye.
See ya. Alright. Oh, wait. Maybe I should get that. Come here! Wait. Aha. Where did I go? I was gonna get it for Cricket. Oh. Man, they put up these buildings really fast. Alright, on accent, yes. Yes. I am pretending to be something. Yeah. Have any mail? Well, thank you for your contributions.